Hi everyone and welcome back to T-Bio Accessories. Today we're going to be doing the part 2 of the, we did the prep cup for this one on part 2. And today is going to be the cat in the hat crown cup. So what I'm doing right now is I just got a little bit of my epoxy and I'm just putting it all over my cup. This is going to be the hanging epoxy method, they call it. So I just took a little bit of it, put it all over my cup, threw away my glove, and now I'm just going to sprinkle all the glitter that I want to start on the bottom. It's kind of a two-tone, so the top is going to be white, the bottom is going to be a silver mix that I made. So the bottom, you're going to see the silver mix. That's what I'm adding to my cup right now. And all you're doing is slightly sprinkling it on. And again, you know how I am. I like to use a cup instead of just using my bag or my shaker. I just like to use a cup. Pat it on there. It is kind of a chunky mix. So you want to pat it on there because when you get ready to epoxy, you don't want to cut your fingers with the glitter. That's a big no-no. So just kind of pat all your glitter down. Make sure that there's not any jagged edges sticking up because there are some stars that I mixed on there. So we want to just make sure we don't get anything stuck in our fingers. So I'm just patting it down. And then you're just going to go and put some more on the bottom to wherever you want to stop. And then I'm going to go up into my white. So here I'm just finishing off my silver. And there is no right or wrong way to do this. You're just adding glitter and it's going to we're going to blend it once we start adding our white. So there we go. And I'm going to add a little bit more just to go over that line because when I spray paint it, I spray painted the top white and the bottom a silver. I use the cheapest spray paint I can find and it's normally a matte spray paint. So it doesn't have to be anything fancy unless you want something fancy, then that's totally on you. So I'm still working on the bottom. I never try to waste any of my glitter. So whatever's falling on my piece of paper, I just go and scoop it up, put it back in my cup so I can use it to blend the white and the silver. So now I just started on my white. Just laying my white down. I'm just rolling my, I make my little handheld turner for the hanging method. You could do this on your turner, but again, you got to keep in mind, you're not using that much epoxy, so it doesn't necessarily need to turn. But if you prefer to put it on a turner, same thing, no big deal. Put it on your turner and still go to work. You just want to blend those colors. You see how I left the middle half and half? So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to mix the two colors and start in the middle. So that's what I'm doing now. Again, no right or wrong way on how to add your glitter. You just want to put it on there because it is just two colors. So we're going to make sure it blends a little bit. So the way to blend it, see there we go. That middle part is what we're going to blend right there. So really what I'm doing is whatever has fallen already on my plate, I'm just going to kind of mix them two together and just kind of use it in the middle. So you'll see that coming up. And I tried to speed this up for you guys. And what I'm doing there is I'm just shaking off any extra glitter because when you seal it, it's going to spray away anyway. So you might as well just try to tap it all off and try to put it back on the cup. Again, we want to save as much glitter as we can. So that's all I'm doing is just dabbing it off my cup, whatever was going to fall anyways. There we go. Mixing our glitters together. Gotta excuse the bad hair day. It was a working day, not a hair day, so one of them had to give. So there we go. I'm sorry my arm is in the way on this one, but all I'm doing is just turning my cup, letting all the glitter fall down towards the bottom. See? It's just all falling down towards the front. Mix it again. Tap it off. There you go. See all the stars? And add a little bit more. You go as far down as you want to. I went as far down as the gray line some, because I wanted to cover all that, and I'm just letting it all fall down. The biggest thing I'm afraid of is those stars sticking me somehow. kind of gonna add some more on there, just kind of cleaning my area a little bit. Add some more on there. I'm just trying to go a little bit over the gray line. I want the gray line to be light because it's going to blend into the white. So that's what I'm going for here. And if you need to, you'll need to go back to my prep cup part 2, and you'll see the way I was able to spray paint the top white and spray paint the bottom the silver color. That's where you'll be able to find that if you didn't catch that. And there's the final outcome. And I did a silver and white, and I also did a gold and white. I didn't do the gold and white because it's the same as the silver and white. And then here I'm going to show you how to do your sticker paper. I already had these on my sheet, and so what I would just do is cut that. I like to use a full sheet, but here we go. All you have to do is, if you're a beginner, I'm going to remove those. Go to your upload button, and you're going to upload your image. All I did was find it. I already had it saved on one of my other files. So all you're going to do is go find wherever you saved it at. And of course, I saved mine under drinks. I have a lot of different drinks and things like that. And then it's the cat in the hat. And my client wanted the cat in the hat crown, and she wanted it in purple. So that's what I'm looking for. So all you do is you do a complex image, because this is going to be a print and cut image. Okay. You don't necessarily have to click all your white sections on a print and cut. I do. I like to get in the habit of doing it. And if you're a beginner, you may want to just get into the habit of anything that you see white, you want to make sure you click it, so that way it comes out better. Because once you get into a cut image and you don't click those white sections, you have a mess, and then you have to go back and do it again. So I just get into the habit of clicking my white sections, even though I don't necessarily need to do it on this one, because it is going to be clear background, clear sticker paper. So I necessarily don't have to do it, but I just want to show it. If you are a beginner, I would say get in the habit of doing this part, so that way you don't have to go back and do it again. And here you are doing a print and cut, so you're going to keep that one on the left. Then go to continue. Okay, there it is right there. You're going to click it, and it's going to upload, and there's your image. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the ones that I already sized, and I know exactly the way I want them. So I'm going to get rid of that. Go back to the other 4. Again, I like to save paper, so I just went ahead and did all 4 on one piece of paper. Okay, it's there. Click continue. That's the size I want. Select my printer. My printer's ready. Always take off your bleed. I never leave my bleed on. Never, ever, ever. There's some images that you may want your bleed to be on. I don't use my bleed on for images like these. Bleed is like, it just makes it bigger, wider borders. I don't need that. I don't want that. So here I am outside. I've already printed it out. I took it outside. I use an old Amazon box. I spray clear gloss sealant on here. I don't use matte. I use gloss. So all you see me doing here is